this video we're finally going to make explosions. So we have a bit of a lively game with exploding stuff and sounds and well, you name it. So let's see what we have. We have of course the ICBM, and when this blows up we would like to have an explosion, and it's possible because in the starter content there are particle effects like this explosion. So you can see that it blows up, but there's no sound. I'm going to close this again, and there is of course stuff for sounds. Let's see, we have two explosion sounds. This one and this one. I don't hear much of a difference, so that's fine. And the easiest way to do this is to just create an explosion actor when we destroy an ABM or an ICBM. So I am going to create a new folder called explosions, and in here I will create a new blueprint class which derives from a basic actor, because we only need to have a location in the world and add a sound and stuff, not much. I'm going to call it BP explosion and open it. Drag it back into our main window, and I'm going to add a particle system component. And this will be our explosion particles. And the particle template can be the explosion. And that's it. Show you one more thing before we use this. When you click here on the BP explosion itself, there is a lifespan on the actor. So we can set this to, for instance, 10 seconds. And this way, this actor will be destroyed automatically after 10 seconds. Because otherwise, it will just fire its explosion once. And then, well, it will remain in the world and never gets cleaned up, and that's a bit of a waste. So let's go to our ICBM, and when we receive any damage, we want to spawn actor from class, which will be our BP explosion, and we want to set the transform to our own transform. So this contains location, rotation, etc. Compile and save. And let's see whether this works. So play, wait for an ICBM. Ah, yes, I saw an explosion, but there was no sound. And we need to add sound in another way. We need to go back to our explosion blueprint and then use the begin play event, drag it off and search for sound, and there is a spawn sound at location. Spawn sound attached, that fire and forget sounds good. So the sound would be our explosion, and the component we want to attach it to could be our explosion particles. See what there are for options. Compile and save. play, see if it's playing a sound. Ah, I heard it. No, I didn't hear it. And that is because there are multiple ways we are destroying the ICBM. And that is not a good thing. So we need to select this and do collapse to function. And let's call it destroy self. Now I'm going to call it explode self. Copy this over, and instead of the destroy actor, we're just going to explode ourselves. When we open this function, you can see it just copied over the explosion spawning and the destroy actor function. And now we should get explosions both when it's destroyed and when it destroys itself, like that. So let's stop. And of course we have our ABMs, which also explode, but there's no sound yet. So let's add the explosion sounds to our ABM. And that's all the way over here, destroy actor. And I'm simply going to copy this over, excluding the destroy actor, because we already have it. Paste it over here. And then put it somewhere here. Put this behind, compile and save, play. And now we have explosions. There's just one minor thing. If you listen carefully, they all sound very much the same. And there's an easy way to fix that. Because you see we have the volume multiplier and pitch multiplier. And we can simply put in a random float. So, random float in range. And for the volume multiplier and the pitch multiplier. And the default values were 1. So I'm just going to do this to 0.8 and 1.2, and the pitch, same thing. Compile and save, and now when we play, oh, I destroyed myself apparently. Every explosion sounds a little bit different now. Let's see if I can destroy myself again. Ah, yes, I'm able to damage myself. Let's fix that real quick, because we're pretty much done with the explosions. And I can just go to the ABM installation. And maybe this is a good challenge for you. See if you can find a way, when damage is received, to figure out whether the causer is an ICBM or an ABM, because we don't want to get damaged by our own explosions. So, good luck with this challenge, and see you in a minute.